Venezuela has been left reeling after a devastating double earthquake struck the country, collapsing buildings, burying residents under rubble and triggering a full-scale emergency response as rescue teams battle through chaos and destruction. Over 104 people have been confirmed dead and around 700 injured after powerful tremors ripped through the nation today. The first quake, measuring magnitude 7.1, struck about 160 kilometers west of Caracas. Moments later, a far stronger 7.5 magnitude earthquake hit near San Felipe, turning an already dangerous situation into widespread catastrophe. According to the US Geological Survey, it is the strongest earthquake Venezuela has experienced in more than a century.
¡No! ¡No! ¡Se cayó! ¡No!
In the capital, entire buildings crumbled within seconds. Homes and apartment blocks collapsed in several districts, trapping residents as dust and debris filled the streets. Emergency workers were seen desperately digging through wreckage as night fell, searching for survivors buried beneath concrete and steel. Families gathered outside collapsed structures, screaming the names of missing loved ones as fire trucks and rescue teams flooded the city. In some areas, only fragments of buildings remained standing. Officials confirmed casualties in multiple districts, including Baruta and Chacao, where residential blocks were reduced to rubble. Dozens more have been rushed to hospitals. Many are in critical condition. Inside hospitals, staff have been pushed beyond capacity, with emergency wards overflowing and medical teams ordered to extend shifts as the injured continue to arrive. At the capital main hospital, workers described scenes of exhaustion and urgency as doctors fought to stabilize victims through the night. The country's main airport has been forced to shut down due to structural damage, while schools have been closed nationwide as authorities attempt to assess the scale of devastation.
¡Está temblando! ¡Está temblando!
Look at what Maikita Airport looks like while we're here inside. Look at the disaster here, completely destroyed.
Observen,
Look at it after the earthquake. Look at how everything ended up.
señores, grave la situación.
Everyone, the situation we're experiencing here is serious. A high magnitude earthquake. Look at how everything ended up. I recorded during the earthquake. I recorded everything. We also helped people get out. Look at the ceiling. Everything was destroyed. Everything was ruined. Look.
Now, a tsunami warning was briefly issued following the quake before being lifted as the immediate threat passed, but not before panic spread along the coastal regions. The tremor struck during a public holiday, meaning many people were at home when the ground began to violently shake beneath them. Firefighters, soldiers and civil defense teams have now been deployed across multiple regions, racing against time as aftershocks continue to rattle already weakened structures. Despite the scale of destruction, officials say that Venezuela's key oil infrastructure appears to have escaped major damage, fortunately. Global reactions are also coming in. US President Donald Trump has said that the United States is ready and willing and able to assist in relief operations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also expressed deep condolences, saying that he was heartbroken by the loss of lives and extended sympathy to the grieving families. As night falls over Venezuela, the country remains in shock. The nation staring at ruins, uncertainty and desperate race to pull survivors from beneath the rubble before it is too late.
Mierda, weón. Qué locura esta mierda, weón.
And meanwhile, Venezuela's interim president has declared a state of emergency after strong back-to-back earthquakes and nearly 24 aftershocks shook the country, collapsing buildings in capital and elsewhere. The vice president has appeared on state television, flanked by her brother George, the head of the National Assembly and Interior Minister. She said and extended her condolences to the family of those killed, but she gave No death toll or number of the injured. Simon Bolivar Airport near Caracas is closed because of the damage, she has added.
We want to report that today, at around 6 p.m., 2 consecutive earthquakes occurred, the first measuring 7.2 and then one measuring 7.5. As of now, 20 aftershocks have already been recorded. This is an event with serious consequences that today has particularly affected several states. The capital city, Caracas, saw buildings collapse in different parishes. Miranda State and La Guaira State have also been severely affected. Aragua, Carabobo, and Falcon states have also seen impacts. The first message to our people is to remain united in order to save lives. At this moment of great sensitivity for our population, and for those who unfortunately have suffered the loss of a family member, we extend our immediate condolences. Likewise, we want to ask for the utmost cooperation from the population. Homes that have suffered serious structural damage must be evacuated. At this moment, the Civil Protection System and the National Emergency System are deployed.
And now Venezuela lies in a high-risk seismically active zone where the Caribbean plate meets the South American plate, making its northern region highly vulnerable to major earthquakes and shallow strike slip faulting. The constant motion puts ongoing stress on the Earth's crust as well. This pressure is released along major fault systems, including to the Bocono Fault. This is known as for generating powerful earthquakes in the region. As estimated, 30,000 people were killed when a powerful quake caused widespread destruction in the cities of Merida in 1812, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. In 1967, a large earthquake hit the capital city of Venezuela, causing tower blocks to collapse and killing 240 people, mainly in a wealthy district in the center of the city. In the latest episode, Venezuela experienced 2 strong earthquakes within a short interval. Vibrations were felt throughout northern Venezuela and nearby coastal regions. Aftershocks shook buildings, disrupted transport and other systems, and drove people into open areas.